Magatin chitap kalenjin eng mitugul mitei itagat eng logoiwekab emet chebo sait tisab nebo bet kongete Kass TV. Kainenyu ko Chesankaro Sirma. Kitaune logoiwek cho kole bendi konyoru kelchin meng'ikab Nandi kobun project nebo beek noto bo Keben Water Project nenaat anan tetat kotoigei teksenyi eng konekit. Ama director nebo Lake Victoria North Water Works Development Agency Abraham Cheruyot kole kokoito serikali contract nebo project noto ale tetat keboisie rabisiek silingisiek bilionisiek 23 eng teksenyi ole wendi koistoi kaimutiet nebo rerunetab beek eng county inoto bo Nandi.
Kongololi eng sukulitab werik nebo St Michael's Terige Secondary nemite kot neing'ate ng'atutik nebo Imbwene eng igortab sautikab kipsomaninikab Form 4 komwa director nebo Lake Victoria North Waterworks Development Agency Abraham Cheruyot kole tetat koisto kaimutikab rerunetab beek chetililen eng county nebo Nandi damitab Keben nebo chepkondok bilion 23 netetat kotoigei teksenyi eng konekit.
Keben Dam. This is a project, it's a milestone project that costs 23 billion. Na tayari tumeaward as Lake Victoria North Water Development Agency. Hii itaserve mashule zote ambazo ziko within Nandi County and across, and also it will also sort out issue ya maji hapa Nandi County. So it's a flagship project. We are expecting the President to come and launch anytime soon. When he gets time, atakuja ku launch your project. It will sort out issue ya maji by 50%.
Kates komwa Cheruyot kole wendi kora koyote boroinwekab boisionik eng neranik 2,500 daminotok bo Keben kokotoigei teksenyi akosom neranik koro kole kaib kosisiek chetinyegei ak beek anan water engineering eng mwaet kole mitei rerunetab kipng'omutikab beek anan water engineers missing ko eng neranik chebunu bororietab Kalenjin.
It will also sort out issue ya unemployment kwa vijana wetu. Tutaajiri vijana zaidi ya 2,500 kwa hiyo project ya Keben. That's what I can say that we shall do as an agency, so that we sort out issue ya unemployment kwa vijana wetu. So vijana wetu mkiona tukiadvertise, hasa wale ambao wako najua kuna vijana wako hapa hawajaajiriwa kazi yote. Please be monitoring about our employment in our agency as Lake Victoria. So we are requesting as a community, we are requesting as an agency that we serve this Nandi County and other 6 counties ya kwamba, please when you see our advertisements, make sure that you place your orders so that you also get an opportunity to serve in our cabinet. Sometimes when we're employing engineers, we lack serious expertise, especially to do with water engineering. So when you are choosing your courses, make sure that you do well in sciences, so that when we retire, you will come and take over from our agencies, because we employ so many water engineers in different sectors, especially to do with water, in most of the schools. In fact, this year, this financial year, 2024-2025, we distributed our water infrastructure to 45 schools cutting across our jurisdiction, na hiyo ndio kazi ambayo rais alitupatia. Na tumesikia pia shule hii haina maji ya kutosha. Tutapanga mikakati, tulikuwa tumeongea na principal ili tuone ya kwamba shule hii pia imepata maji ya kutosha.
Eng komostanyi komwa director nebo KEBS Consolata Rob kole mamite amune asikokon ng'alalutik chemanyalu biik komwoe kole matagu boisionik cheisuldae President William Ruto eng mwaet kole eng inguni kochang tetutikab bandab tai koboto projects cheterter chekikeamis President Ruto chetesetai kosuldae ine.
Nimeona kwenye mitandao watu wakikashifu sana serikali, lakini nilitaka kusema kwamba it is because of the enrollment, the big number of enrollment of our students shule zote Kenya, ndio tukapata kwamba this time round tukapata 16,000. Tusichape serikali sana, hata hao wamejaribu mahali fulani, lakini tunajua kwamba free basic education is a right to every student, na tunajua kwamba hiyo 16,000 hata tunaomba serikali waharakisha haraka. The 16,000 they are talking about ifike kwa haraka.
Kong'ete taonitab Kapsabet eng county nebo Nandi, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Cornelius Keter.
Ketesetai ak logoiwek komite eng rutoito membaek chebo Community Forest Associations CFS cheribe timwogik chemite eng Kaptagat Water Towers eng timdo komite rutoito timdo nebo Chebalungu eng county nebo Bomet asikobit kokerchigei ole kiking'otita timoto eng kasarta netetat keng'ot timdo nebo Kaptagat ak timwogik alak chebo Elgeyo Marakwet. Tetat kora korutechi membaechatak bo CFS timwek che kikinde ng'otwet eng counties chebo Kericho, Kiambu, Nairobi, Embu ak Meru asikonai kamanutiet nebo ng'otwet eng ribsetab timdo natomo ketoi kinde ng'otwet timdab Kaptagat ak timwogik alak ole kale eng oret noto nemoibu terchinet eng kwenutab serikali ak meng'ik. Akenyoru sirindenyo Andrew Kimeto asikoarorwech logoiwechuto eng koindo.
Keretab karwet anan ng'otwet eng timwekab serikali ko agenge kit nebo kamanut nemache serikali kosuldae eng alak eng timwekab serikali asikotestai koribok timwechoto ak konde metusiekab beek. Alak eng timwechoto bo serikali chetetat kitoi keker perimeter fence ko kilomitaisiek 213 chebo Kesu Forest, Benon Forest, Sabor Forest ak Kipkabus Forest chemite eng kwenutab Kaptagat Water Tower.
Kimi chebo Lungurani ketou ng'alekab benchmarking chekakipkaa kong'ete Kaptagat akoi ketoune chebo Lungu ak kebendi akoi ketorchi Meru.
Sasa unajua maneno ya Kaptagat, maneno ya forest na maneno ya mbio iko pamoja, na sisi kama AK tumeambiwa kwamba tukambani hii watu ya Kaptagat Forest, alafu tuone vile iko sasa. Tunarudisia patron bana Chris Kipto, tunaambia asante kama AK Elgeyo Marakwet.
Kosubkei ak noto kotestai korutechini membaikab CFS tugul koboto biikab boror chemite eng ole nekite timwechoto asi kokerchigei kamanutiet anan kamanutik chebitu eng keretab timwek.
Ng'alek chechang chekinetigei ko chebo conservation nebo forest including fencing. So kitarajani kenyoru tuguk chechang cheinetech eng koret nekibendi ako nyikekere kele toretech ne eng achek. So kimwoe kongoi eng chito neko eng serikali nekochopkech benchmarking ini amu ng'ering biik chenyoru kelchinet kwo akokerto. So kindakaketar benchmarking kebe nyikenet biik akemwochi biik cho members checho kelechi karan yu koune yu, komakimwa aketar kele kakoshinene.
Timdab Siongiroi nemite Chebalungu eng Bomet County ko kikosuldae serikali tetutienoto nekang'ong nebo ng'echeret eng Chebalungu Apex CFA Joseph Towet kole tinye kamanutik chechang mising keretab timwekab serikali eng biikab boror.
Ng'otwani ko kikichop kilomita 22 ako kokotokany kokakechop ng'otwani kotoretech kokenyoru toretet neo kingotomo kinde ng'otwani. Nguni katar tomot kotar kenyit agenge, lakini kakeker faida nemi nguni ko kokoet ne ndakikasib kebwat ng'olyondeni ng'otwani ko kitanyolu kikechop eng kenyisiek chun. To nguni ko makabilani kakinyorwech. To chepyosok nguni ko chepyoso age tugul ko tinye karit. Amun nguni ko kila chepyoso konyorchingei 5% eng kila betut eng suswek chetile chetam kemwoe ile katen gari. So kiwekchini kongoi biik chekinyokotoretech eng ng'otwani. Kimakibwote kele tot kenyoru ng'otwet neuni ak kenyoru toretet nekokenyoru eng kasarito. So indami chi en uyan netakotamchin akobo ng'otwani ko nan asom en rirenosiekab kei tugul koyan amun ng'otwani kobwone tuguk chechang, nyone ak borotet neo. So indataketinye osnosiek alak, nguno ketinye blokit, kitinye nekile Kapchumbe block kobo 33 kilometers ako kokiyan kora kenyokindewech yoto. Ko ngot ko benefiteni nguni en 22 kilometers kotianany yekinam nimbo 33 kilometers.
Kong'ete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto.
Ketesetai ak logoiwek ko kakokimit sirindet nebo NAT mornetab Transmara Willy Korir kole nyalu kotestai kanetik chebo Transmara konyor melekwek chebo hardship allowance chekikochin kanetik cheinetisi eng komaswek chemite uinwek cheechen cheboto komasta nebo Transmara. Kang'ololi eng Ololmasani Transmara ole kamwa Korir kole manyalu kakwautiet nemochei serikali koisto rabisiek choto eng mwait kole wendi koeku birutiet neo eng kanetik cheinetisi eng komaswek choto nootin ko hardship areas.
There was that review which intended to remove hardship allowance for teachers in some parts of this country, including Transmara and other parts of the other side, Narok. I want to say, people who came to do research, because we did not see them, probably they came along the road and suddenly they concluded that Transmara is not hardship. Although under the current CPA between Teachers Service Commission and Kenya National Union of Teachers and other unions, KUPPET and KUSNET, I want to say it is good they do not scrap according to the CPA. Lakini huyu mtu anaona kama hatuna hardship ni mtu gani? Mabarabara hapa bwana kama na bado. Lakini umejaribu sana. I know the resources can be strained, lakini jaribu tena zaidi. There are some schools here we cannot be accessed because of poor roads, feeder roads.
Akakomwa rubeiwotab President Kithure Kindiki kole kokosirgei biik chesire milionishek 25 eng tuget nelel nebo kanyoiset nebo SHA. Kong'ololi eng meng'atenyi eng Karen Nairobi eng tuyet ne kayai kandoik kobun pwani nebo emoni kokimit Kindiki kole imang'u konyor tuget biik tugul chebo emoni cheite milionishek 55.
Taifa Care is working and the coastal counties are doing well. Of course, Mombasa is leading in the whole country with 71% of the population now with a medical insurance. And today we are celebrating. Because today around 12 noon, we hit the 25 million Kenyans registration mark, Kenyans who have registered for medical insurance. And if there is one transformative measure, which is going to be remembered for a long time under this administration, is universal health care and enabling as many citizens as possible to have a medical cover. It is not a small matter. We are hoping in the next 1 year, we can reach 45 million. It is possible. First of all, we want to onboard and make sure as many Kenyans as possible have a public medical insurance available for them. And then the next step now is to perfect that insurance. We improve equipping hospitals, making drugs available, the health personnel issues, the reimbursement system, and making sure that facilities are reimbursed for the actual expenditure. This fine-tuning is going to be the work for the next 5 or so years. It's not going to be perfect on day one. So I am very happy that's an intervention that we have offloaded. Many governments were fearful. From President Kibaki, he tried to bring social insurance. There was resistance. He abandoned it. President Uhuru, with his big 4, tried to introduce it. There was politics. He pulled back. I am glad we stuck out our necks, and I salute the president for being firm. This SHA is going to be the game changer. Not many countries. We are talking about half of Kenya today work on an insurance card, medical. And these are not people who are working, people who have pay slips. No, these are fishermen and pastoralists and people with no jobs. But
Ketesetai ko kakomwangei biik chetinye kewelutik eng borwekwak eng county nebo Baringo akowekyi kongoi chamaitab ODM kosubkei ak nekolewen Harold Kipchumba koek nominated MP noton bunge nebo National Assembly. Mabichoto kole konyolu kikochi Kipchumba konam boroinoto ole manyalu eng chi koesio lewenenyi ole kamwa kole tindoi kayanet kole wendi koboisie Kipchumba koborchingei makutikwak eng bungeinoto.
Sisi kama wakaaji wa Baringo tunasema asante sana kwa baba. Hongera sana baba wetu. Kwa sababu uliunga mkono William Samoei Ruto wa president. Asante sana kwa kutupatia Kipchumba kuwe kiongozi wa walemavu. Tunashukuru sana kama watu wa Baringo. Hongera sana baba. Hata saa hii watu tunakusupport, hata kwa Baringo tunakusupport.
Sidhani kama walemavu wetu wa Baringo wakati Sankok wakati president alimpea kiti kwa East Africa kama walilalamika, na saizi nashindwa kama jamii ya Masai wanataka kulalamika kuhusu walemavu wa Baringo County. Ni furaha kwao. Sababu gani? Kipchumba amekuwa akisimama na wao. Kipchumba ni lawyer wao, huwa hawezi kubali hawa watu wadhulumiwe hata kidogo.
We want to condemn what somebody has done by challenging that seat. I want to say this, that seat does not belong to Kipchumba. It belongs to us as PWDs. Yes. And in that thing, we are giving out a solidarity, saying that we will not allow this seat to be challenged and be taken away, because if somebody has got something, he became happy. And by the way, I want to say this, Kipchumba has been fully supporting ODM since, and he has been telling us that this is the party. And due to that work he has been doing, he has got the fruits of what he has been doing. So, and this thing I want to say this, I can say this one, that we got this thing through broad-based government. Yes, yes. If not broad-based government, hatungeweza kupata hii kiti.
Sisi kama watu wakaaji wa Baringo tunataka kusema serikali ya Ruto na Raila tuko nyuma yao. 10 bila break. Kama sisi kama walemavu tumesema 10 bila break. Walemavu wapate, tunapigia kura Ruto 100%. Na ndugu yangu ana Kipchumba, ukienda hapo enda make sure umeangalia kaunti yote, ili 5% ya PWD wapate haki yao ya tendering ama ya kuandika kazi, ili walemavu wapate hata haki yao.
Ketesetai kakoboibochi director nebo KVDA Ruben Chepsongol kakwautiet nekoib chamaitab ODM kolewen Harold Kipchumba koek MP nekikitoror eng National Assembly. Kamwa Chepsongol kole bo kamanut kakwautienoto koib chamaitab ODM kotoror Kipchumba kotelelchi biik chetindoi kewelutik eng borwekwak, ole kasom kasubik tugul chebo ODM kokochi kasubet lewenetab Kipchumba eng mwaet kole iboru noto anan lewenenyi kole iityin kamanut chamaitab ODM neindochin Raila Odinga biik chetindoi kewelutik eng borwekwak, ole nyolu eng biik tugul koboibochi lewenenyi.
Niko hapa leo nikiungana na wenzangu kumpongeza Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga kwa uteuzi ambao aliweza kuteua ndugu wetu Harold Kipchumba kama mchumbe mteule katika bunge letu kuu la Kenya. Nataka niseme ya kwamba kwa kweli Kipchumba alikuwa ameteuliwa hapa mbeleni kama seneta na akahudumu muda wa mwezi 2 peke yake na akaweza kunyang'anywa hiyo nafasi. Lakini kwa heshima ya Raila Amolo Odinga akaona kwamba ni vyema aweze akateua huyu mlemavu Harold Kipchumba. Nataka niseme kwamba ndugu Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga, tunashukuru sana. Kama wakaaji wa Baringo tunasema asante. Vile kama chama, kwa sababu sasa tunapoongea chama cha ODM na UDA ni ndugu, kwa sababu tuko kwa broad-based government. Kwa hivyo nataka niseme ya kwamba kwa ukweli Ile jambo ambalo Raila Amolo Odinga alichukua ni kwa sababu ya ile uhusiano ambayo nataka tuchumuishe viongozi wananchi wote wa Kenya katika serikali yetu, na amefanya kazi mzuri. Nataka tu niseme ya kwamba kwa wale ambao wanakosoa ile waamuzi ya Raila Amolo Odinga, hawa ni wakora na ni watapeli ambao hawataki kuona kwamba Wakenya wamekaa kama jamii moja. Ile kazi Raila Amolo Odinga amefanya ni kuonyesha kwamba Kenya hii tunataka tumuishe watu wote. Mtu mlemavu aonekana kwamba hata naye ajihisi kama ni mmoja wa Kenya, ajihisi kwamba yeye ni mmoja wa viongozi, kwa sababu Harold Kipchumba licha ya ile ulemavu ni mtu ambaye amejituma, amesoma, ako na ujuzi ya kutosha na ni mtetezi ya walemavu katika Kenya hii. Wale ambao wanajiita kwamba ni vijana youth ya ODM ambao wanakosoa kusema kwamba hatuwezi kukubali huyu chama ateuliwe awe mchumbe mteule. Nataka niwaulize wao, hawa ni walemavu kama Kipchumba? Nilikuwa nimeona wanasema kwamba IBC wasiweze walifanya jambo mbaya. Wacha niwaeleze jamani, tuwache IBC wafanye kazi yao, tusiingize tena mambo. IBC wako na mandate ya kupeana kukaseti yule ambaye wanachama ama chama imeweza kuwasilisha kwao. Hawezi tu kuchapisha kwa Kenya Gazette machina ambayo yao wenyewe wanachukua. Wanajua kuna wale ambao wamewasilisha kwa meza yao, na wale ambao wamewasilisha meza yao wako na haki ya kuchapisha katika gazeti rasmi. So IBC wamefanya haki kulingana na sheria ambayo wamepewa ya Electoral Commission ya Jamhuri ya Kenya. Kwa hivyo waje kusumbua IBC.
Ketesetai ko kaindochi ambassador nebo emetab Azerbaijan eng emoni Sultan Hajiev tetutiet noton nebo roptaetab amitwogik, rangetisyek ak tuguk alak chebo kamanut koityi familia chemaimuchegei eng taonitab Narok. Kamite Sultan ak Narok Peace Ambassador Joshua Kaputa chekasom biikab emoni kotoret biik chemaimuchegei asikobit komeng'is kou biik alak. Kasam Sultan biikab emoni koityi kamanut ripsetab kalyet asikobit bandab tai eng emet.
We are trying our best to strengthen partnership. How they say, nia langu ni kuhimarisha uhusiano kati ya nchi zetu, and fursa mingi lazima kufanya kazi. We're not yet tayari, but hopefully you'll be hearing more about Azerbaijan. Our partnerships will grow. I want to wish you best of luck. I really believe you need to appreciate the beautiful countries that you have. You don't think about it much. You're used to this beautiful sun. You're used to this very genuine and cordial people. You're used to the very strong family bonds that you have, to the deep respect for education. But these are rare gifts. These are blessings that you received from the previous generations, and I'm pretty sure you'll be passing them on to the next generations to come.
A person of your caliber coming to this place, to us, it's a blessing. And let me now invite you officially to Masai Land and say, Karibu Masai Land. Karibu Narok. Karibu Masaini. We are here as Narok County Peace Association. Narok County Peace Association is an organization that has been doing a lot of community work in Narok, Kajiado. We also do a lot of work in Nairobi. We also do a lot in Eldoret. So it's happening all over. Mine is I'm just a philanthropist. I think that is the best language I can use. Touching lives. Sponsoring over 300 needy students is not easy. And I received such a call to sponsor such students because I was also sponsored. I grew up as an orphan, and therefore the sponsor told me, give back to your community, give back to your people. And that is why I'm giving back to Narok County.
Akakoit emoni Stephen Munyako noto konyochi kityakta eng korkoretab emetab Saudi Arabia ole kakotar kenyisiek 13 eng korkoret kosubkei ak kerkong'ietab meet nekikikochi inendet. Kachorgei ndegeit nekaimutu inendet eng kiwanjetab Jomo Kenyatta International Airport eng kembout nekaekchin rani ole kanyor tokset kobun familia nenyinet ak Principal Secretary nebo tilyanditab emotinwekab sang Dr. Korir Sing'oei. Katindoi boiboiyet neo Munyako kosubkei ak nekakoweka ole kaiwekchi kongoi serikalitab Kenya kibagengeit nebo Muslim World League chekibois eng kibagenge akoi kityakta inendet akot koit kelipan silingisiek milionisiek 129 chebo nyoetab kat kosubkei ak nekibar ine chi nekiyae tuwai boisiet eng emonotok bo Saudi Arabia.
I'm glad to be back home in Kenya. My presence here today is nothing short of a miracle. And I want to begin by thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gift of life. I want also to thank everyone who prayed for me, encouraged me, and contributed towards my freedom and return home. Some of you I know, but the vast majority, in your tens of thousands, was simply touched by my misfortune of a total stranger. I'm grateful to Allah for this second chance that I have been granted. It's wonderful to be back home. I'm so saturated, and indeed, I need a rest. I shall reorganize myself, and in due time, I shall talk to you.
Good morning. On my behalf of the large extended family of Nairo, I'd like to say my greatest gratitude, first of all, to our government. Thank you very much. Assistance, surveillance, kila kitu ambao you have made possible. I'd like also to extend my gratitude to the World Muslim League, who, as an appears chairman have mentioned, without them we wouldn't have got to Thank you very much. Then, I would also like to say, asante sana, every Kenyan, every person who made this money contributed also made us move. Without here, tunge move.
Yeah, I remember that morning, and I'm so grateful. You opened your door, wiped away my tears, and promised that you would deliver my firstborn, the first fruit of my womb. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Allah, for this wonderful, wonderful gift of life. Thank you for each and every one.
And so on behalf of the Cabinet Secretary, who is also the Prime Cabinet Secretary of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, it is really my joy and pleasure to receive Steve Munyaho home. A year ago, precisely on the 14th of May 2024, in the company of my friend Henry Minor, Mama Dorothy came to my office to plead with government to do what it could to bring Steve back home. Now, Steve's case, as you know, is a long-standing one. For 15 years, this matter had not been resolved. And so even as I told Mama Dorothy that government would do everything that it could to bring Steve back home, I honestly wasn't sure how we would do it, because the conditions for his release were pretty onerous. Not only was the judgment already rendered and the appeal already determined, but the dates for his execution were already set. And that the only thing that could overturn that execution was the payment of an amount of $1 million to satisfy the judgment. And that even the payment of that $1 million would not be sufficient without the endorsement and the acceptance thereof by the aggrieved family. Notwithstanding those obstacles, the government of the Republic of Kenya swung into motion to try as much as possible to bring Steve home. Using his good offices, the Prime Cabinet Secretary engaged with his counterpart to seek an extension. And through our ambassador in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, Ambassador Mohammed Rwanje, who is here with me, a conversation started. President Ruto also wrote to the ruler of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to implore upon him to stay execution. Long story short is that we used all the capabilities of the state to try to mobilize resources towards the satisfaction of the demanded compensation. In the end, one of our pleas to the Muslim League was successful.
Ageng logoiwekab ureriosiek ko tesetai kochopchingei timitab Harambee Stars kabeletab kei nebo cheptulit nebo CHAN netougei eng betutab Jumapili eng kiwanjetab Kasarani. Urereni Kenya ak timitab DRC eng ureriet netai nebo kabelisionoto bo kei akosubkei ak defender Daniel Sakari komitei komie timit ako chobot kosir kabelisiet.
I think preparations zimekuwa fiti. We've been together I think for the past three weeks. So get in a lot of work. Na najua kila mtu ako ready na you're just waiting for the big day come on Sunday. Modi iko fiti juu kila mtu ana expect niseme a competitive tournament juu tunajua the big names that are coming, they've been there. So for the ones of us who are going for a major tournament for the first time, tuna expect pia ku give a lot juu tunajua ni platform na ni stepping stone to a more higher level. Yeah.
Ako yuto chitab Kalenjin ko kakituch kayumetab logoiwekab emet chekakibun eng saisiek chuto kere kakoit sait 7:32 nebo bet. Akoi sait 1 nebo kemboi inyoru kora koindab logoiwekab emet kong'ete yutok bo Kass TV. Kainenyu ko Chesankaro Sirma, kabarastoindet eng oretab kabarunet nekakimite tuwai ko Naomi Cherotich. Testai kere Kass TV, kimnatet night.